Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As some of you might know, last year I went for an exchange program to the US, but I don't think many of you know which scholarship I went under. The scholarship that I got to go for this program is called the Global UGRAD. It is short for the Global Undergraduate Exchange Program. It is actually sponsored by the US Department of State and also administered by World Learning. World Learning is the organization that does all the administrative part. So the two advisors that you'll get when you're in the US is actually World Learning staff, and you will deal mostly with them. They are your point of contact. So this is a scholarship of a 1 semester of full-time undergraduate study. So think of it as you're going there to study like the local. I have to stress that you're actually studying because when I came back, a lot of my friends and my family actually asked what I did in the US, and I went there to study. So you'll be studying, you'll be attending classes, joining clubs and doing activities just like a regular student. So besides studying, you'll also be involved in community service, some professional development, and also cultural activities. Okay, so who can apply for this scholarship? Basically, I think it's all the citizens around the world. I will put the link in the description below for the list of countries that are eligible to apply. So generally the idea is as long as you're not a US citizen or a permanent resident in the US, you can apply. As the namesake goes, Global Undergraduate Exchange Program, this scholarship is only for undergraduate students who are studying full-time in their country, who has completed at least 1 semester in their university and also have 1 semester left to go when they return from the US. Other than that, you're eligible if they see that you have leadership potential. You can prove it by having like academic work, community involvement, and also extracurricular activities. You have to have a good command of written and also spoken English, and that's where the TOEFL exam comes in. You also have to be 18 years old and above. The most important thing, well, not the most important because all of them are equally important, but you have to be really committed on coming back home to your home country. That's all they want to know. So you won't like overstay and do illegal shit there. Okay, so let's say you are successful in being selected. You will be enrolled in a full-time non-degree undergraduate program. Non-degree meaning that you won't be getting your degree there. At least that's how I understand it. Meaning you'll just be studying there. You can transfer your credits, whatever, but you cannot or won't be graduating with a degree through this exchange program. So you will be doing coursework at a host institution which will be selected for you. You will have to select the courses that you're interested in, but the one requirement is that you have to take a US Studies that has 3 credit hours. So besides the US Studies course, you are free to select whichever course or subjects that interest you. You have to participate in 20 community service hours, and you can do whatever. You can volunteer at a shelter, you can feed the homeless, you can volunteer at the soup kitchen, whatever that has concerning with the community that you're in. And lastly, as a participant of this Global UGRAD, you will have the best time of your life. And for the last segment of this video, I cannot believe that I'm saying this because everything is readily available on the website, but since you guys are such a spoon-fed generation, I will just spoon-feed it to you. So what does this Global UGRAD scholarship covers? So firstly, just now as I said about TOEFL, if you're selected, you will be required to go for a TOEFL exam, and that will be fully paid for. And then other than that, it's your US visa, your return flight ticket. It also covers your tuition fee, which is a lot. The best part is room and board, because board as in dining board, I don't know what board really means actually, but basically it means like your food, it's all covered. And depending on your university, most likely you'll get like unlimited meal plan like I did, which is just heavenly, you know. It's just heavenly to have food at any time of the day, whether you're hungry or not. Besides that, there's the accident and sickness insurance. This one is a little bit tricky because it is a co-pay thing. So I'm not sure how it works because my university, I didn't have to fork out any money. I think there's a clause at the back of your insurance card that would state what it covers and what it covers partially. And as if covering our tuition fee isn't enough, you also get book allowances. So textbooks are generally pretty expensive, but I'll talk about where you can find like cheaper alternatives to textbooks, like second-hand textbooks and stuff like that, in my next video. And the best part of all, you get a monthly stipend. I will not say how much you'll get because I'm not sure, due to like inflation and budget cut. You might get a different amount of allowance, so I will not reveal how much I got. But basically it will be good enough if you spend like wisely. Because just think of it, your books, your meals, everything is covered. And at least in my university, I could use the public buses for free because that's the perk of being a student at my university. But I think most likely you'll have access to public transports for free or for a really cheap rate. So basically that monthly stipend is free extra money. So that concludes this video. I've covered the basics of what this program is about and what this program has to offer you. So if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, or some things aren't clear to you, you can always write it down in the comments, so I will take a look at it. I will either include it in my next video or I will just answer you straight in the comments. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos on my adventures. It's mostly about my travel adventures, but I'm also doing a global undergraduate exchange program segment for future applicants. Be ready to be spoon-fed. No, that's not actually a good thing, so please take initiative, do your own research, and you can ask me about any additional questions that you may have that isn't already officially on the website. Until my next video, bye!